Welcome to Raptorisms over Crystalis, episode 14. Where we last left off, I had just defeated Sabra at Evil Spirit Island, and now I'm wandering down another part of the maze to see if there's anything good down here. All we have is a Fruit of Power, which is not a bad item, but it's not something really worth going out of your way for either. So let's get out of here, and we're going to use the Warp Boots because I don't have enough magic points to use Teleport. As usual, we're going to stop by the town of Flea first because they have the cheapest inn, and after that we're going to teleport back to the town of Joel so that we can finish up the Angry Sea. Today we're going to be covering a pretty busy part of the game. There's basically no fighting, no mazes, nothing like that, so there's not going to be any time for a rant. We're just going to do a regular walkthrough and get things done. First things first, let's head back to Joel. Back on Evil Spirit Island, we received some useful tips and items, but the town of Joel is where we're actually going to put them to use. Let's talk to some of the people around town and see if they can tell us exactly what we're supposed to do. This guy over here, good. Okay, nothing useful there. Let's head to the Elder's house. Thank you, our village is saved. I pray we see Messiah again. Now I don't have to be sacrificed, yeah. Okay, so nothing really useful. Clark was safe, that's great. Okay, let's try this guy over here. At last our life can return to normal, blah blah blah. There's really no one in town who's telling me anything useful. Now I can live safely, okay, that's nice, but what's the hint for what I need to do next? Of course I already know what I need to do next, but I don't want to do it just because I read it in a strategy guide 25 years ago. I want to try playing this game the right way. Let's try telepathy. Kensu is very intelligent, blah blah blah, nothing useful here. Who's next? Don't rely on others so much, thanks for nothing, Zebu. When you wear the iron necklace, not relevant here. And Kensu, I lost it, blah blah blah, a useful hint, but not what I need right now. Telepathy once again proves to be completely useless, so we're just gonna screw it and move on. We're gonna put on the eyeglasses inside this shed, and that's gonna reveal a secret door. Now, how are you supposed to know this is gonna happen? I have no idea. You received a hint inside the zombie village on Evil Spirit Island that eyeglasses will help you see things that you otherwise wouldn't notice, but why would you use it in that shed? I've never been able to figure that out. Anyway, here we have another guy sleeping in a windmill. We haven't seen anything like this since the very first area of the game, and that makes me realize that back when I was in Leaf, I should have bought another alarm flute. I'm sure I can buy one in Joel as well, but it's going to be a lot more expensive here. I guess the only hint about where to use the eyeglasses is that you have to use it somewhere where you can access the windmill, and based on that, by process of elimination, it's gotta be somewhere in the town of Joel. Alright, let's suck it up and head into the good shop. This alarm flute is gonna cost us $300. It's nothing we can't afford. I'm just too lazy to teleport all the way back to Leaf where it would cost about $50, and then we'd want to stay at the inn one more time, which would cost $16. It's not that big of a deal buying this here, I just want to get it over with as soon as possible, so let's head back to the windmill and wake this guy up. I'm pretty sure this guy is Kensu, but sometimes it's hard to tell who's who in 8-bit games. Let's equip the alarm flute, and here we go. Kensu, who are you? I was happily sleeping. A person like you should be eaten by zombies. Kensu is always such a jerk, but right now he dropped the glowing lamp, which is exactly what we need to fix the broken statue. We can actually equip it right now and fix it right away. The broken statue is reconstructed and becomes the statue of gold. Finally, we have the item we need in order to calm the Angry Sea. All we have to do now is ride on over to the island where we have to place this statue. After that, we'll never have to come back to the Angry Sea again. I suppose if you haven't already found the love pendant, you would have to come back here again pretty soon, but we've already taken care of that. Let's just save up real quick, and then we'll take a ride on our dolphin one last time. Once again, this is a pretty difficult part of the game to get through if you've never read a Crystalis strategy guide. Even for me, after playing this game so many times, it's hard to find all the clues that are necessary to figure out exactly what to do. I know many people don't want to rely on walkthroughs or strategy guides when they're playing through an RPG, but I certainly wouldn't blame anyone for referring to one on this stage. Now we just gotta find the right island, and it's somewhere around here. This is Evil Spirit Island where we just beat Sabra, and it's right over here, this little island. Let's place the golden statue into the altar. The statue of gold is placed on the altar and the Angry Sea is calmed. Now we can pass through an area where there was previously a whirlpool, and as we do that, we're gonna learn a new spell. Raptor, you've closed the whirlpool. I'll now teach you the magic of barrier as promised. We wise men will leave for Chiron in Mount Hydra. Azteca, the Grand Poobah, knows your role and now Messiah is calling you. It seems something has happened I can't ignore. I'll wait for you in Chiron. You now have barrier. Barrier is not only the most Japanese spell ever, but it's also an extremely useful one. Up until now, the only spell that was really useful during a boss battle was Refresh, and that's still probably the best, but as an alternative, you can use Barrier, especially if the boss throws a lot of projectiles. Barrier will shield you from physical damage from projectiles, although I don't think it'll protect you from status effects. It may protect you from some but not others. I've never really experimented that much with it. When I was playing this game on the NES as a kid, sometimes I would cheat by teleporting ahead to get the spell earlier than I was supposed to. You can use the cheat teleport code to teleport to a later stage of the game, then work your way back here. You approach the whirlpool from the north side, and if you do that, it'll trigger the same message telling you that you've learned Barrier. In order to pull that off, you would still at least need the shell flute to be able to ride the dolphin, and to be able to do that, you would at least need the sword and ball of water, so you're not skipping too far ahead by cheating. Anyway, the entrance to the next area should be somewhere around here. There we go. Let's say goodbye to our dolphin and head into the town of Swan. At this point, I think it's fair to say that you're about 2/3 of the way through the game. While you still have a lot to do before you get to the end game, you definitely feel like you're getting a lot closer. Alright, let's take a little walk around town. This is Swan. Dragonia Castle and Goa are to the north. I hear Goa is becoming stronger from some new type of metal. Alright, some useful information there. Let's head into this dance studio. Very nice. Dragonia, wise men, who cares? Let's party. Yeah man, let's boogie. Sing some more. By the way, this dialogue was still lame back in the 90s. Let's talk to some more people. I hear the people against Dragonia are killed or forced to leave. There are many hiding with Azteca. We're going to be heading over there in just a little bit, and let's check out this bar. Don't talk to me like that. Welcome, please have some refreshments. Don't talk to me like that. It looks like you're not going to get any conversation out of any of the soldiers here. Let's check out the armor shop. The soldier suit, we already bought that. Ceramic suit looks pretty good. Ceramic shield, I think I have something better. The battle shield may be useful, but I don't have enough money to buy the ceramic suit right now. I only have $4,800. I need $6,500. So let's move on. Another soldier over here. Already talked to that guy. They say Dragonia's new metal armor can even withstand Earth's magma. That means they can easily attack Chiron Fort. Not good at all. The people of Dragonia are wonderful, ha ha ha. We got ourselves a bootlicker over here, and if we head over to this little passage, there are 2 soldiers guarding this doorway, and they will attack me if I try to move on. So I gotta figure out how to get past these guards if I'm gonna get to Chiron or Goa. To do that, I'm gonna head into this little shed over here. I haven't seen you for a while. I came to give you a message. Please find Kensu and take him to Chiron. We need his power. I'm counting on you. This is Stom, by the way, someone we met in the very first area of the game. He's one of the disciples of the wise men as well. So let's find Kensu, but exactly how are we going to do that? Well, we have a direct line to Kensu through telepathy, so let's try using that. I lost it. I can't believe it. Well, we've seen this message before. He's talking about the pendant. Kensu is very intelligent, blah blah blah. We've seen that before. Kensu is good with his magic. If you need to see his true form, use paralysis on people. I can't believe it. Telepathy actually came through for once. I guess we just gotta go around town paralyzing people until we find Kensu. So let's do exactly that. Bam, this guy is not it. He fell asleep. Let's try this dance studio over here. It's not this guy. It's not this woman. Not him. And not her either. Alright, let's get out of here, and maybe we can try the bar over here. Some of these soldiers. It's not him. Not him. Okay, Kensu's right over there, shoot. And he teleported somewhere else, so we gotta track him down one more time. Let's try the rest of the town. This guy over here, he's asleep. It's not him. It's not him. And it's not her. So let's head back into the dance studio. He's probably somewhere in there. And there he is. Shoot one more time. I can give you some of my power, but first can you find my pendant? It's in an underground river. And we've already found this. It was behind the Queen's palace. It is the Love Pendant. Love Pendant is given to Kensu. This was given to me by Asina as proof of her belief in me. As promised, I'll teach you the magic of change. Now I must attend to other things. Go to Mount Hydra. You now have change. Kensu teleports out of here, and now we have exactly what we need to move on to the next part of the game. So let's go back to that passage with the 2 soldiers guarding the gate and try using change on him. So let's equip change and see what we can change into. We have 4 characters to choose from. Let's go with the Dragonian Guard, and that'll make us look exactly like them, except purple. But before going past them, let's talk to people in town. She has nothing to say, even though she said before that she loved the people of Dragonia. It looks like none of the regular townspeople are talking to me, and the soldiers are talking to me, but giving me an attitude no matter what I do. What are you doing away from your post? Go back immediately. All of them are saying the exact same thing. Alright, it looks like I'm not going to get anything out of the people in town while I'm dressed like this, so let's head back to the gates. While I'm disguised, I can't fight. I would have to change back to my normal form first. Let's head to the gate. Very well, on your way. They open the gate for me, and I'm through. That's all for today's episode. In the next episode, we'll head over to Goa and Mount Hydra, 2 very important locations. See you next time!